Okay. One day, many years ago at the ashram, I was sitting in meditation on the floor and experiencing a very deep, relaxed state of consciousness, very much resting in that inner stillness of being. And all of a sudden I could feel here, strange to say here, but you do hear somehow, but it's happening in the inner realm where we're all one. I feel Gurumai calling me to get up right now and walk toward the entrance to the temple. I found myself wondering in that split second when she was calling me, can I even be functional enough to walk? There was a construct in my mind that you can't walk when you're this deep in that state of inner stillness. And in that wondering, it was just very clear from her now, not to get pulled into that misunderstanding, just right now get up and start walking. You'll see for yourself, you'll experience it for yourself. You can, this state of consciousness, you can still function. And so the next thing I know, I'm up and I'm walking. And I'm pleasantly surprised to realize that infinite, absolute essence can walk a body. My body is now being walked in this eternal, absolute stillness. And as I'm approaching the entrance, I notice that one of Gurumai's assistants is standing at the threshold, the entry into the temple, and she's right at the threshold. So one of her feet is out in the hallway and her other foot is inside the temple. So she's standing right at the threshold, halfway in the hallway and halfway into the temple. And as she sees me approaching, she puts up her left hand to indicate to me to stop, sort of like a stop sign hand. Well, as soon as I see her coming up with her hand to stop me, I'm aware that I am not to be stopping. I've just been called to approach, and I will not be complying with your stop sign hand. I was aware there's no stopping. There will be no stopping. I've been called to approach. And so I didn't stop. I just kept walking. And as her hand is now up in that stop sign position, and I'm aware that I'm not stopping because I've been called by Gurumai to come to the entrance. So I'm continuing. And right in that moment, I hear Gurumai's voice out in the hallway saying to her assistant and to me and to all of us this beautiful invitation. She says to her and me and all of us, it's easier if they don't stop. Wow, right in that moment when I heard those words, first of all, on many levels I was receiving this. I knew that I was correct to not be stopping and to keep walking, and that this was all some sort of pure divine timing event that I'd been invited to experience. And I was also aware that I was receiving that invitation as an invitation to the practices. It's the spiritual awakening journey is easier if they don't stop. Being in your sadhana, your practices, your spiritual support system, the chanting, the meditation, the name that thought practice, the living practice, the loving blessing practice, all the practices that I share with all of you. We didn't have all of those at the ashram. Some of those are ones that have come to me over the years, kind of combinations of various practices I've learned. But the practices that we were invited to at the ashram, it's easier if they don't stop. All of that was realized on that level as well. So I continue walking, and right in that moment, Gurmai comes from the hallway, and we're now face to face. And we're right there in the threshold of the temple. And she's looking right through me. Her gaze goes right through me, and I'm now instantly in that gaze with her. I joined her. This experience that she called me to experience was me now getting to join her, to resonate into that way that she experiences reality. I'm now in that gaze of eternity. It's a way of seeing all of eternity. Her gaze went right through me, and yet right into the very heart of being that I also am. I was suddenly now everything and everyone, and her view is that, and I'm now in that perspective, the perspective of absolute wholeness, the full gaze of eternal absolute essence permeating all reality. And I'm aware, as this is all kind of happening in non-time, out of linear time, so very like very small amount of clock time, but eternity as well. And I'm now experiencing the eternity of existence that everything and everyone is. And then I continue walking because it's easier if they don't stop. So I knew I was to continue, and I walk, and she now walks to my right. I walk to her left. She's now going into the temple. I'm now going out into the hallway, and I'm now in this perspective as I go out into the hallway. I'm now continuing to be in this perspective of wholeness, of absoluteness, the gaze of eternity. And the walk continued from there in this perspective. And her words were continuing to resonate within my beingness. It's easier if they don't stop.